Hello everyone once again and welcome back to Packs and Recreation, and today we're going to open a March of the Machine The Aftermath collector booster. And I promise it's the last one because you might be thinking, you have opened so much stuff in this channel. Why do you keep insisting on opening these damn collector booster boxes from March of the Machine, The Aftermath, if there is no, even my gloves are giving up. Like that's how much this thing is affecting me, right? Like if there is no real value from any side, like from a financial perspective, there is no value. Look at this. This is how much the thing is resisting me. From a financial, there are a couple of cards, but it's an interesting reason why there are some cards that have some value. And the reason is actually because no one opens this shit. It's not because the cards are good. The cards are kind of good, but the cards are not that good. Certainly this box, as I say so many times in the past in every video that I can, is a lie because there is no Days of Future Past card in there. And every booster is just 5 cards and it's kind of missing the point. And I know that in some videos in the past I have asked the question why they include so many commons and uncommons in collector boosters. What's the point? Just give me the heavy hitters, right? So you might be thinking, well, 5 cards, that's kind of what you want. It's like, well, yes, but I wanted 5 actual cards and not these. You will see like today is not the day. My gloves are like, yeah, no thank you, we don't want to do this. Like some of these cards you already saw a lot of in all the other videos that I did opening cards, these boxes. And what I think about this card is like, it looks like a Spawn comic. This is not a Magic card. Nothing against the artist itself. Edge foil for Bloodout. Tyvar the Velico. See, it's like, this is a kind of valuable card because it's kind of okay, because the Planeswalker that lost his spark and stuff, but is it that good to be valuable? It's like, not really, no. It's just the fact that no one opens it. Like Kiora, Sovereign of the Deep, kind of the same logic. Danitha, Newman alias Light. Tazri, Stalwart Survival in Edge foil, not bad, not great either. And a treasure. There is also Teferi Akosa of Salfir is an emblem. So you may be thinking, well, if you are suffering so much, then why have you cracked so many so far? So, well, the reason, my dear friends, or as Rudy will say, folks, the reason why this is happening is because I trusted wizards, which is, well, some of you are laughing at that statement, like, like that meme from J.J. Jameson from Spider-Man, like, but Edge foil, there is that. But bear with me for a second. The reason for that is when as I said, Nahiri, Forging Fury, White Art, not bad, not great either. As you know, when I rejoined Magic in Force was basically Edge foil, not bad, was basically when Phyrexia All Will Be One came out, right? So I was kind of playing the game, kind of watching the other sets happening. I missed Kamigawa basically because of my life. And, I was kind of getting ready to get into it. And I actually like Phyrexia All Will Be One to Edge foil to some degree. Oh, Sigarda, Fonts of Blessing, not bad. But I like it from a visual and history point perspective, or a story point perspective. Then the story itself was kind of meh. Amazing looking card, look at that. Because of how Wizards close the story, you're just like, oh yeah, let's wrap it, folks. That's all, folks. And every Planeswalker is an idiot, apparently. And they all lose, and then it's like, I was expecting them to lose because it's basically Infinity War and then Endgame, right? That's the whole thing. So I was like, oh, let's see the story, because visually the cards from Phyrexia Will Be One are amazing. Mechanically, I don't know how I feel regarding H4, not bad, regarding the toxic mechanic and all that. It certainly makes the game more aggressive. I don't know if I agree with the fact that it's the same damage in Commander, because it's like, well, that's kind of defeats the purpose. Ooh, look at that. See, this may be valuable. I don't know. Let's see what the price says when I actually edit this. But Tyvar the Bellicose in rainbow foil. Look at that. So this is a Tyvar, or Tivar, I don't know, maybe you say Tivar, box so far. Leyline Immersion in edge foil, not bad. And an incubator, because yes, of course, incubator tokens. To a degree, one of the things that we have to consider is, what are we getting from this? And the answer is not much. From a story perspective, then we went into March of the Machine, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. It's like, that's a way of that's a way of celebrating Magic the Gathering. In the sense of, because the 30th anniversary thing was such a fiasco that this is another sad thing. Like, this card is super meh, for even if it's Nif Mizet. It was such a fiasco that, you know, March of the Machine, Sigarda in edge foil, not bad. That March of the Machine seemed like, you know, Magic the Gathering greatest hits. So I was like, oh yeah, they have a cache from the multiverse, and there are some reprints in there, and that's amazing. And they put the borders from the plane. It's like, if you like Magic from a lore and artistic perspective, March of the Machine is, you know, Magic the Gathering greatest hits. It's kind of amazing. Phyrexia, only one was everyone going to Phyrexia, and that was, you know, but I love it. There's only 50 freaking cards, and in the same booster you get Death Rattle Oni in rainbow foil, and then you get Death Rattle Oni in edge foil. Just missing a wide art, and I will have everything. Well, actually, the first one is wide art, so PNLR, Console of Revival. I even missed my freaking point just out of the disgust of having the same card twice. Sarkhan, Soul of Flame. This card is amazing looking, but it's kind of meh, but it's amazing looking. Look at that. So I was Rebuild the City, H4. I was looking for March of the Machine, like, you know, oh, it's going to be great, it's going to be amazing. Was it? Well, I like it from a visual perspective. Mechanically is kind of meh, to be honest, which is sad. And the incubator thing, I get it, but I don't know, it just feels like a washed down thing. And how the story ended, my god, the story was just freaking awful. So they announced at H4, by the way, they announced that it's like, oh no, don't sweat it, bro. Like, we're going to have an aftermath thing, and it's going to be like the conclusion to everything. And they give like, oh, it's only 50 cards, and we can't show you because they're going to be very spoilers, and it's like 5 cards per booster. And I'm like, well, let me trust Wizards for a second. Amazing looking card, look at this. Let me trust Wizards for a second and be like, okay, I mean, if H4, not bad. If everything is going to be a spoiler and it's only 5 cards per booster because it's only 50, the one thing that my heart wants to believe is that, well, every freaking card is going to be good, or some degree of good, and they are like, you know, the aftermath, so like what's happening in the multiverse and stuff, and it doesn't really feel like it. It feels more like these are some cards that got left out of March of the Machine, basically, and they just like, oh no, I just print them anyway. H4, not bad, but this is the one card that they showed as a spoiler, like, see, we can show this, and we see the Royal Fair, and I'm like, we're like, what? You see the effect, and you're like, man. And you think, like, oh, this is going to be great. It's like, no, it's not. This is just moral of the story. Don't believe his lies. Like, don't, amazing looking. Don't trust Wizards, or don't believe in Wizards. I did that, and look at me. I bought this last box. You count the videos so far? I don't know how many I did. 5, 3, 4. I don't know, because I was like, well, I mean, what can go wrong? Maybe we get a bunch of cool variations. Like, variations, yes, you have like 300 or 500 or something. I don't remember the number. It was only 50 cards. Like, sometimes I think the cards are different because it's like, oh, I never seen this card. For example, Cosmic River. It's like, no, you saw it. You just didn't see it with that art or in that treatment. Like, see, like Edgefoil is like, oh, I remember this card, but not with this treatment. It's like, oh, okay. So sometimes even the same booster, you get the same card. You just see Arnie Metal, bro. White art. I don't think I ever seen this card in this treatment. I always see the like normal foil or something. So Ayara's Old Sword, kind of the same. Like, I don't know. Gerald Red Boys of Salphir, Edgefoil. See, sometimes they actually have different drawings or art for Edgefoil. Sometimes they don't. Third to last, by the way. These videos are short. This is all the videos from March of the Machine, the aftermath, except maybe the first one is just me complaining for like 15 minutes because the boosters are so short, and I just. But please bear with me, because I mean, I spend money on this, so you don't have to. Campus renovation. Look at this, amazing looking. The foil doesn't make any freaking sense. It kind of complements the waves, I think, but it doesn't make any sense. Reckless handling looks great, but it's like whatever. And then the aftermath. It's not even from a story perspective. Like, what's up with the story, Wizards? Like, we don't even know what's up with Jace. It's like, I don't care about Jace. I'm not a Jace fanboy, but like, what's up with that? Like, Jace is whatever. A lot of people are like, whatever. It's like, okay, keep some mysteries to you. That's okay. Like, we will see what's up in the next set. But at the same time, it's like, really, my brother? Like, Edgefoil, not bad. Like, really? Like, the aftermath is not so much an aftermath, because, I mean, if you see the story cards, then yes, it's an aftermath, but only for Nahiri and Nissa. Everyone else is just like, you just have to like guess what's up. Like, oh, well, Harness Snubhorn. Well, this is just a creature. This is not what we care. Campus renovation. So we have to assume that they're going, because they don't even have flavor text. Like, at least give me some freaking flavor Edgefoil. Give me some freaking flavor text for this shit. Because what's the point? Like, you tell me like, oh, it's a story set. It's a story set, so there's only 50 cards. And you're like, well, is that a pretext for the fact that the cards are not going to be good? But that's okay, because from an artistic perspective or from a story perspective, they gotta be good. It's like, no, they're not. They're just super very meh. Like, see, like this Open the Way is the one that is the last one. They don't see, this doesn't even see like story spotlight, because there's only 2 stories. There is not such thing as a story here to spotlight. And what seems to be the point, last booster, and thank God, because I'm burning here. Like, what seems to be like, what are we achieving with this? Like, in terms of gameplay, there is not that much. In terms of art, well, there's a bunch of variations, so that's great. But how is it that there are more variations in 50 cards than in the entire March of the Machine set? I don't know. That's a certainly good question to ask. Again, Campus renovation, because of course the cards are going to repeat. Markov Baron is an amazing looking card. If you get it in edge foil, look at that, it's very dark. The problem is that the card is kind of shit. So that's kind of the whole point of this. Is like, what are we getting? At least give me flavor text for all this shit, because this is supposed to be a story expansion or a micro expansion or some shit, and you pay full price for this to get 5 cards for nothing. Not story good, not gameplay good. So what's the point, Wizards? Like, what's up? And likely I'm talking to the wall, and Wizards and everyone else is like, well, you already paid for it, so F you, right? It's like, well, I guess you're right. Joke's on me for believing. So no artifacts, and the 1 land didn't appear. So neither the most valuable card, which ironically is Nissa. But let's see in red, what's the best looking card? Well, I guess it's going to be this, right? So best looking card in red, barely has any red on it. But the card is kind of meh. Again, best looking, not gameplay wise, because gameplay wise, so, well, I'm between these two. Gonna be honest. But let's go with Metropolis Reformer. It's kind of good. In blue, well, we always go with Tolarian content, because shout out to the prof. But in black, and again, most of the cards are multicolored, because of course they are, because Commander, because nothing else matters besides Commander. I don't. Like, how is this card even playable? Like, Death Rattaloni, it's just such a bad card. Whatever. Not going to. Not even. Not going to get triggered. No, not today. Well, not more at least. At the very least, they have some different art. Like, see, like this is the same thing but different art, kind of nice, kind of interesting. Well, they have a point. It's going to be this one, I guess. And tokens, I don't care. Let's just see what's the best looking multicolor card, because there are a lot of them, a lot of variants and variations. And I think it's going to be this one, the campus renovation on rainbow, because one of the few times when I feel that the rainbow foil kind of works, because normally it doesn't. This one is also very nice, but so there's some value here, like, but both in gameplay and financial wise, but it's only because there is nothing else. Like, it's not because no one opens the set. I don't know. Last time I do this, never trust wizards again. Don't be like me. This has been Packs and Recreations. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you had a great time. Like, subscribe, and all that, so that this meaningless existence has some reason to be. And yeah, thank you very much for your time. I hope you had a great time. See you next time. Bye.